It's Moody Boo, and I am back with a perfume I have been curious about for a minute. And I got mine at Max Aroma. I'll try to remember to put a link below to Max Aroma's store. And this is another YouTube reviewer, so of course I wanted to check out their perfumes. And that's Aaron Terence Hughes, and that's Slut. And I have issue with that word, unless they are talking about, like I said on my Instagram post when I was talking about the upcoming review of this. Mr. Hughes is thinking of it like an acronym, Sexually Liberated Undefinable Type. Then I'm all in. Because I have and always will be a sexually liberated, undefinable type. So let's talk about the perfume. This, according to Fragrantica, I just got lazy today. It's neroli, sweet orange, bergamot, lemon, petitgrain, jasmine, sambac, patchouli, musk, and amber. And this does not have a big trajectory for me. It pretty much stays the way it is at the very beginning. And that is heavy, heavy neroli. And there's definitely some lemon, some petitgrain, and some jasmine in there once it dries down a little bit. At the top, though, it's mainly the neroli. And then some of the fruits mixed in there as well. But here's the weirdness, is that it almost has a cold metallicness to it at the top with that combination of notes. Really bizarre. But I do. It's cold at that stage. It's like I said, it's metallic. It's so cold for me. Then it starts getting powdery. It does. It starts getting a little powdery. So it's almost like a cold, powdery, metallic perfume. Sweet, but also has this tartness to it at the same time. Then it dries down a little more, and there's not a big, it's just real slight, because that neroli and the fruits stay there for me, especially the neroli, through the whole wearing. And a little bit of patchouli and musk come out. I do not get any amber. I do wish I got more amber, because I get zero. So more would be better for me. But I don't get that. It doesn't warm up a lot in the dry down for me. It gets a little earthier, less metallic and more earthy, but it's a cold earth. It's almost like a tundra, kind of an earthy effect it gives me, not a warm volcanic soil kind of a smell. Earthiness, I should say. It's sweet and tart, mostly sweet. So I'm going to spray a little more on. I have to do this before my husband gets home, though. Yeah, at the top is when you get the most of the sweet orange, bergamot, and lemon. But that, in 5 minutes, it's the neroli show. After that, I'm not a huge fan of neroli. I'm kind of starting to like it more and more as a, accompanying player in a perfume, not necessarily the lead violinist. I don't know where that came from. But I just mean they're not the lead in the orchestra or the choir or whatever. They're better as backup. Neroli is for me. Too much of it, it gets soapy. I can't stand, and I've tried to like Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino in all of its variations. I have tried them all, and I can't stand any of them. One of them is the best. I think that's the Aqua, I want to say, is it? And that one I like the best, but I don't like it either. And I can't stand Neroli Portofino at all. So this has that kind of neroli in it. So I go back and forth whether I really like it or I just a little like it, because with all the other notes, it's so interesting. And to me, it's very niche. Now, is it worthy of the name? No. I don't find this to be a sexy perfume. I find this to be a more of a going out and having fun kind of a perfume, not formal perfume either, because it does get powdery. And because that neroli is so prominent, if somebody like me has, you know, an issue with neroli, then they're not going to like this perfume. And so I wouldn't wear it to work. And I don't really consider it a daytime perfume anyway. I consider it more at night, but nothing formal. I don't picture that either. Now, it does have quite a trajectory as far as its projection. That I will say. So but it projects like crazy the first, I don't know, hour or two for me. It projects beast mode with 2 sprays. But then very quickly, it comes down a lot to where it's stays about elbow's length, maybe elbow to wrist, right in there, kind of a bubble around me. And it stays there for another hour or so. And then it comes quite a bit closer to the body. It doesn't quite become a skin scent after 4 hours, say, but it comes quite a bit closer. Now, this is one of those, though, that even though it's close to the body, I leave a sillage. I have walked into my sillage before, and if I move, I get good whiffs of it. But this would be a good one to spray under your hair. So if you walk a lot, and that way the hair can fan it out for you and keep it working for a little while longer. But for me, I get 6 hours out of this. That's all I get total. And I think it's super unisex. I mean, you know, dudes can be sexually liberated, undefinable types as well. So there's no reason why you couldn't wear this. But I don't really get promiscuity or, you know, sexual anything from this. Not me personally. I don't. This would be a good one, I think, to wear on vacation. That would be a good time to take this. I think would be very versatile for all times of year because of when it does dry down and it softens up. It's a little harsh at the top. It's not a smooth metallic note or a chord that it gives me, a smooth, sweet, sour, cold metallicness that it gives me at the top. It's a little rough. It's a little raw. But in the deep dry down, when it has its worst part of the performance, that's my favorite part. Not because I get any amber, but I think the patchouli and the musk kind of smooth out the edges of everything else going on there for a while. It's a little chaotic for me personally at the top. And then everything kind of straightens out and organizes a little bit in the dry down. I really like it though. Really like it. It's so unusual. The only issue is, big issue actually, there's 2. One's little, one's big. One, I get a headache from it. If I do, I really try to stick with 1 spray with this. When I was testing it, because I noticed 2 sprays, I just start to get something happening in my temples. I would never do 3, but there's it's not a headache. It's just like somebody's just kind of pushing right here. And so, and the other thing is, I have to test this and work with it and then do this review before my husband gets home because he is allergic, really badly allergic to it. As soon as I put it on, he sat down on the couch. It was about 10 minutes after I put it on. He sat down on the couch, started clogging up his nose and started sneezing and coughing, eyes watering. And I was like, shit. So I had to go scrub it off. So I could only wear this for me personally. And I would wait until he's out of town. In fact, I only sprayed it on my hands so I could wash it off before he gets home. But I adore it. I almost love it. I'm not there because of the cold metallicness. I like warmer perfumes normally. And I'm not a huge neroli fan. So that's another strike against it. But I still like it So I think part of that is, yay for me, I'm expanding my nasal brain a little bit. As far as, you know, I don't want to be just too focused on what immediately attracts me when I smell a perfume, you know, the ambers, the vanillas, the honeys, the boozy, the patchouli, the la 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 la. I want to be able to appreciate the nerolies, the metallic, the colder perfumes, maybe even some soapier perfumes, you know, something with lily of the valley and things like that in it. I know that if I just work with them long enough, I can start to become respectful of them. I can understand them, these notes, better, and how they add to a perfume, how they enhance a perfume or detract from it, whichever way. But I am just really, really trying to not just be the amber girl, the vanilla girl, and the fruity girl. I want to be the one that appreciates it all so I can bring it to you with the same passion that I do when I have an amber perfume or something that I adore. So I really appreciate this. It's, like I said, very niche. I don't think it's really a sexy, sexual kind of a perfume like the name would dictate, but it's niche. It is niche, and I really, really like that about it. And I like that I like the things I don't like normally that are happening in it. Did that make any sense? Anyway, okay. So, did I cover everything? Oh, in the jasmine, you know, I really thought that was going to add a sexy component to it. Maybe a real indolic jasmine, but I don't get it. I get some floral in there. I get some jasmine in the dry down that adds with the patchouli and the musk, the white musk, I might add. But it isn't a big player for me. It's the neroli show. It really is for me. And that metallicness never quite goes away, even though it warms up in the deep dry down. It never quite goes away. It is a super interesting, wonderfully created perfume. Yeah, kudos. I can't wait to try more of his perfumes. I've watched some of his videos. He's very talented. So, yeah. Slut. Aren't we all? Don't we all want to be that? Anyway, Aaron Terence Hughes. And I guess that's about it. I think I covered everything. Time of year, versatile, wear it all times of year. Yeah, I guess so. I would be careful though in hot weather. I would do this at night with cooler temps, but I do think you could wear it springtime and summer nights. Absolutely. But because of that powderiness, you got to be careful. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to check out my Instagram page because I am posting much more there. A lot of times I'm kind of telling you what reviews are coming up. And I kind of use it that way and, you know, whatever. I haven't posted a lot, but I am posting more. So I hope you check that out. I'll try to leave a link below. Thought I had a link somewhere for it, but, you know, whatever. So, all right. Well, thank you again. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Here's your nose. Peace.